let's go through the shower thoughts subreddit together. I originally was screenshotting these and then I realized I'd rather just go through the subreddit with you, but let's read some of the screenshotted ones and see what's up. So many of us live on top of each other like we're reptiles being sold at Petco. This one got me. Can you imagine? Like when you see like a high rise and you see everybody's little window. We're just little reptiles at Petco. A lot of snack foods are flavored to taste like other snack foods, like Oreo flavored Pop-Tarts. I'm a fan of this kind of snack food. What about you? It's a strange miracle that email survived after instant messaging became a thing. Honestly, I think about that a lot. Like when instant messaging was starting to become really popular, or when texting, it was just like the norm. I was like, oh, we're gonna stop emailing. That's right, I used to email my friends. I was still very, very young, but I was around for email communication being like a casual thing with your friends. It was a wild time. Not really, I was just talking about like Neopets with them and shit. Anyway. Oh, that was all the ones I had screenshot. Okay, let's see what we have on the subreddit. Being able to tolerate the sound of your own voice in a video is probably the highest form of self-acceptance. I gotta tell you, if you're able to practice getting past the hearing your own voice recorded, you live a freer life. Free yourself. Get used to it. Listen to your beautiful voice on recording. Watch yourself on a video. And when you can finally stop cringing, you are free. Baby, you are free. Okay, let's see. If elevators hadn't been invented, all the CEOs and important people would have their offices on the first floor as a sign of status. Absolutely. Oh my god, absolutely. That would absolutely be a thing now that I think about it. I'm just going to do little... Oh, I wanted to do little sounds while I browsed through stuff, and I also figured, like, if there's a bit of a... like fidgeting or something. If there's a bit of a lull in between, that's good because then you can like think about these things instead of us just like zooming by them. It's hard for me not to like zoom by them, so this is a good way to mitigate that. Anything a little fidget bitch. Nah, you know who I want. I just like that it's part of my backdrop right now, but it's this baddie. Let's see what else. Anxiety is like when video game combat music is playing but you can't find any enemies. 100%, that's what it feels like. Pavlov probably thought about feeding his dogs every time someone rang a bell. That's funny. That one's kind of dark, so I'm gonna skip that. We do not check the refrigerator multiple times to find new food. We check to see if our standards have dropped enough to eat what was available. Somebody at Google was just like, yeah, just have someone drive down every road on fucking Earth. I think about that a lot. Oh, also my light is dying. But I figured that was fine because you're gonna fall asleep and less lighting is better, but we at least get to start off with the video having some good quality visual. Okay, let's see. Oh, my back hurts. Hold on. Okay, we're back. Okay. There is probably at least one white guy adopted and raised in China who speaks English with a Chinese accent, and strangers just assume he's a total asshole. Apparently, a lemon is not naturally occurring and is a hybrid developed by crossbreeding a bitter orange and a citron. Life never gave us lemons. We invented them all by ourselves. Is that not just Being 35 and not wanting to work in the field for which you've prepared is like being halfway through an RPG and realizing you've built out your skill tree all wrong and can't respec and you can't make a new character and there will never be another video game again. I have thoughts on this shower thought. 35 is very young still. Let's just start there. Second of all, even if it was older than that, sunk cost fallacy, baby. If that's not what you want to do, that's not what you want to do. Life is short, but it's also extremely fucking long. So if you're 35 and you realize you need to respec your skill tree, when you're playing a video game and you respec your skill tree because you realize, oh, that's not how I want it, after you respec it, is the game not better? Or maybe it isn't, and then you realize you had to respec it the other way, or whatever the fuck. You might as well, because there might not ever be another game again, so you might as well play it like you want. Anyway. It would be cool if after you died, you could see the top 5 times you almost died. I can't tell if I love or hate that. But I would think about that a lot, and I would think if, like, it'd be cool if after you die, you get to see your different stats for things, like, I don't know, and pointless shit, like how many times you pooped at work or something, but also stuff like who had a crush on you, or I don't know, things like that. You know, it'd be really interesting to see your stats. It kind of makes sense that the target audience for fidget spinners lost interest in them so quickly. That's true. Oh yeah. Avatar, the highest grossing film of all time, seems to have made zero impact on culture. No one references the movie and no one really talks about it since it was released 10 years ago. That was 5 years ago, so it's now been 15 years ago. Whoa. Yeah, okay, so I was seeing another thread about this on a different subreddit, and it was talking about how, sorry, my makeup's really bothering me because I did like this under eye shadow. Ooh, sorry. But now it just looks like I'm a sleepy panda. Sleepy Panda's a cool gamer tag. Alright, we're just gonna turn the lights off. Ooh, but let's make them a little warmer. What do you say? Let's see. What do we have? What about a little more purple? Oh, is that the color already of it? What about pink? Can you change? Thank you. That blinded me a little bit. Oh. Okay, what do you think? Not bad. Okay, let's do that. Let's just keep it at this little pink lighting. Okay, let's see. Okay, this is editing Luna. It's becoming apparent to me that past Luna is not going to finish their train of thought about Avatar. What I was going to say was that I saw a Reddit thread talking about this conspiracy theory where they were saying that Avatar was not actually a movie with a huge cultural impact, but instead extremely good at marketing itself as if it was in order to garner more attention. We all think of Gordon Ramsay as an extremely picky food critic / chef, but if your life's work was cooking and you saw a narcissistic restaurant manager breaking health code violations and making horrible food, you'd be pretty angry too. Absolutely. Oh my god. In the anime, Ash Ketchum was supposed to be a huge Pokemon fan before he left on his journey. Oh my god, my lips smacked. Hold on. Again. In the anime, Ash Ketchum was supposed to be a huge Pokemon fan before he left on his journey. But every time he sees a new kind of Pokemon, he has to pull out his Pokedex because he doesn't know what it is. Ash Ketchum was a poser before he left on his journey. Let's see what else I'm just going to do. Oh, I know. I forgot I wanted to do this. I figured, like, while I read the questions to myself to see if they're worth reading out loud, I can just read them like unintelligible whispering. That's sad. Oh my god. I'm not gonna read that one. The bubbles in on your mark, get set, go, or a countdown. Oh yeah, because it's 3 on your mark, 2, get set, 1, go. That's cool. That reminds me of that little schnauzer that like runs when the guy says go, but like if he says anything else, even if he like tries to like trick the dog into thinking he's gonna say go, the dog does not move. It's really cool. Or he'll like flinch, but then he's like, no, I didn't hear go. It's really cute. Anyway. Oh my god, yeah. It says, security at every level of an airport is absolutely ridiculous. Until you get to the baggage claim, then it's just like, take whatever bag you want. That always bothered me. Like, what do you mean? It's just up for grabs. I've always been so scared that someone's gonna take my bag just for fun. What the fuck? Whatever, now I just try to not pack a bag. I mean, not pack a bag. I try to not check a bag and see if I can fit everything in a carry-on. It's taught me to pack lightly, I'll tell you that. Okay, let's see. Oh, being a real grown-up isn't cooking a fancy dinner. It's having a clean kitchen when you go to bed after cooking a fancy dinner. I feel this one's so hard. Like, I am sick and tired of having to figure out what to eat every single fucking day. What to eat, how to feed myself, and how to feed myself properly. Get the fuck out. Especially, like, having grown up on just cereal and bread. That's like, I didn't know how to properly feed myself. What is this? What? Oh, this is just like some mod update. I was like, what? Interesting. Coffee makes you hyper. Hyper. Coffee makes you hyper. I don't know what accent that was supposed to be. Anyway, coffee makes you hyper, but coffee shops are designed for people to chill. Whereas alcohol is a depressant, but bars and clubs are designed for people to be energetic. Bro, for real. Also, I really wish that we had more third spaces and places to meet people that don't require drinking. Would be cool. Places to meet people where the music isn't blasting in our ears. Where the music isn't super loud and you have to just yell over each other. That'd be cool. Because meeting people at clubs and shit is fine, whatever. But it'd be nice to meet at places where you don't have to drink. Or it's not encouraged to drink. You don't have to drink if you're at the club, but you know what I mean. Like, it'd be cool to meet in places like that. Because then you, like, really know whether you like a person or not. Because sometimes if you meet people drunk, you might think you like them, and then you meet them again and you're like, yikes. Or you can just find out that you don't really hit it off as well as you thought you did. Yes. The night before a day off is more satisfying than the actual day off. Correct. Oh, this one's cute and sad though now. But also really cute and wholesome. It says, this is 5 years ago, so it says it like it's gonna. It says, Stan Lee's funeral is gonna be a reverse cameo where all the superheroes appear in the background of his story. That's cute. Oh my god, for real. Humans cannot even live in harmony with their own species and somehow still convince themselves that meeting an extraterrestrial species would go smoothly. The internet both almost killed off the postal service with email and then made it more needed than ever with online delivery. The The spiders that live in Buckingham Palace now are probably the descendants of the spiders that lived there during the Victorian times. It's a whole parallel royal family, but with spiders. Manuals for TVs are regarded as useless, but in 5,000 years, they will be as valuable as the Rosetta Stone. It contains the same text in over 20 different languages and alphabets. For real, I wonder what other things exist now that for us are useless, but in the future, they're gonna be really, really valuable or interesting or like way incredible relics that we just don't give a shit about right now. I think about that even like with the near past, because there's things that I had as a kid that I thought were like whatever, or I eventually gave them away, that now I'm like, oh my god, I wish I still had that. I've rebought a lot of the things that I had as a kid that I wish I still had, but there are certain things like this alarm clock I had that I wish I still had, and like this CD player, you know, like shit like that. Biting your tongue while eating is a perfect example of how you can still screw up even with decades of experience. Yup. If Eminem's mom wanted to, she could probably make a good amount of money selling her own spaghetti sauce. Yes. The biggest form of peer pressure as a kid wasn't drugs, alcohol, or cigarettes. It came during exams when it was completely silent, and you heard everyone turn to page 2 while you were still on the first question. School was rough for me, I gotta say. That was me a lot of the times. I'm sorry. Why did this take me so long? Okay. Whoa, okay, this one. We're deep enough in the video, I'll say it. Both sexes can fuck a Pringles can, but neither can do it well. Why? We give rude elderly people the benefit of the doubt because they've been through a lot. Speak for yourself. But there's a decent chance that that old person has been an asshole their whole life. Bruh. For real, for real, for real. Thermometers are speedometers for atoms. Whoa. Oh my god, did you just hear my hair? It went like... Can you hear that? Well, it's not doing the same sound it was before. Anyway, thermometers are speedometers for atoms. One of the most frustrating feelings in the world is being smart enough to know there's a better way to do something, but not smart enough to invent a way to do it. 110%. I had a sip of water and there was ice. Love the crunch. As a kid, teenagers seem... Let me start that question again. As a kid, teenagers seemed so... What the hell? Like, my mouth keeps getting stuck. As a kid, teenagers seemed so big and scary because in most TV shows, they were actually played by adults in their 20s. Yeah, the fact that Tobey Maguire in the original Spider-Man series was supposed to be like 17. Bruh. What else? People who jog on the roads in the dark, wearing dark clothing and no lights or reflectors. carnivores are a unique combination of a person who cares about their health and well-being and doesn't care about their health and well-being. What? The implication of a hot dog being a Whoa, this one, okay. This one took me to a weird place, okay? It says, the implication of a hot dog being pureed meat in animal casing is that a hot dog doesn't stop being a hot dog even after we eat it. By that conclusion, we, as the hot dog's casing, become hot dogs ourselves when we eat hot dogs. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, the fuck, the fuck, what the fuck, the fuck. Oh my god, for real. It says, I lost it, hold on. Oh, watching a graduation ceremony is like sitting through a movie that's entirely end credits. For real, graduations are some of the most boring experiences. They're so boring, especially if it's not your own graduation, because you're just seeing a bunch of people you don't even fucking know, and like the speeches, and it's just like, whose kid is that? Anyway, you know you're an adult when you miss trash day and it ruins your entire week. In a span of a few years, our parents go from telling us sex is bad to, I want grandkids. Bruh, for real. For real, for real, for real. I don't like when people say that they're trying for a baby. Because I don't need to know. I don't need to know you're fucking. I don't need to think about that. It must suck to be an air conditioning repairman. You spend your day working in buildings that have no air conditioning, and when it's fixed and finally cool, you leave. I don't get this one. Maybe Star Wars people will get this. It says the porn sites in the Star Wars universe must have so many categories. Is it like there's a bunch of species or something in Star Wars? That's all I can think of. I don't know. I don't know why specifically Star Wars. Some of y'all might get it right off the bat, but I have no idea. God, no, that one's so sad. It says, talent shows like Britain's Got Talent become much more disturbing when you realise it's just for rich people dangling money in front of poor people and telling them to dance for their entertainment. This one says, what? There is no physical evidence to say that today is Wednesday. We all just have to trust that someone has kept count since the first one ever. Well, I feel like if you're having everybody do it, then it's not like everybody would have to lose count. I don't understand. I don't understand that one. The tallest person in the world. Oh my god. The tallest person in the world has physically experienced being the exact height of every other person in the world at some point. Oh my god. Your future self is talking shit about you. The first person who inhaled helium must have been so relieved when the effects wore off. Bro, for real, for real, for real, for real. Oops. Okay. Baby Yoda's first word probably came after his second word. At the age of 60, Snoop Dogg will be 420 in dog years. Stupid. Placing hand sanitizers in elevators would probably increase their usage simply because people have nothing else to do. What? What? I don't understand. I don't understand. Being an adult is eating the crust, not because you like it, but because you paid for it. God damn it. The money is gone anyway. You don't have to also suffer and eat something you don't like. Unless, of course, you need the calories and need the food. Sunny D tastes like someone made a bet that they could make orange juice without oranges. Yeah, actually. I love Sunny D. I love Sunny D. People who don't understand how Clark Kent can pass as Superman have never seen Tony Hawk without a skateboard. Oh, this one you'd have to see the thing in order to do it. Let's see. The weird artsy loner usually gets the girl in movies instead of the jock, simply because movies are written by weird artsy loners. Both concrete and glass are mostly made of sand, which makes skyscrapers just really tall sandcastles. Really tall sandcastles. Monopoly would be more realistic if the person with the most money got to change the rules whenever they liked. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Worms and apples have been less of a problem than what we expected as kids. Yeah, for real. That's good as fuck. And so has quicksand. Quicksand has been less of a problem than we thought it would be. That's so fucking good. Let's see. Aww. It says, dads tell cheesy jokes not because humor gets worse with age, but because the more life experience you have, the more value you place on anything that might make someone laugh. Yeah, and I think also, you end up treasuring the little glimmers in life, since there's a lot of shit. Any little glimmer you can get, any little laugh, any little silly is just so valuable. Y'all, I'm almost 30. That's crazy. I'm 29 right now as I'm recording this video. None of us really ever know what we're doing. We're all just kind of making shit up. Anyway, I was saying the thing about being almost 30 because it really gets you thinking, I don't know, you get really existential. I think also this happens around 25 as well. For me, 25 was the panini, so it got way existential. But what was I saying about that? I don't know. 29 is a weird time. It feels like a Thursday. It's very strange. It's just almost there. Tired of this week. Almost there, but not quite. Anyway. Ooh. USPS could make more money if they put post offices in airports, so instead of throwing something out that you forgot was in your bag, you could mail it home. Yeah. Yes, same. Okay, this one says, when medication says do not operate heavy machinery, they're probably mainly referring to cars, but my mind always goes to forklifts. Me too. What the hell? Yes, for real. Okay, this one says people who respond with "that's not how the world works" when told to be nice are the reason that that's not how the world works. Correct. Yeah, okay. Back to the somewhat existential stuff. It says the 10 years between 25 and 35 are far shorter than the 4 years between 14 and 18. Yeah, 14 and 18 feels like an eternity. I find that really interesting because, like, the longer you live, the shorter time feels, because, relatively speaking. And that's just fascinating to me. Like, I can't believe that it's been 10 years already since 10 years ago. It just doesn't feel like that, but high school felt eternal. Middle school felt eternal. Now, middle school is just 3 fucking years. That ain't shit. 3 years ago, I was doing this exact thing. I was just making these videos. What? An onion is the bass player of food. You would probably not enjoy it solo, but you'd miss it if it wasn't there. Somewhat agree. I get where you're going with this, but a bass solo? Oh wait, are you talking about like a bass like, or are you talking about a bass like boom 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 boom? Which one are you talking about? Because that makes a difference. Orchestra bass solo, really cool. Guitar bass is cool too solo, but it's just like, it definitely is more amplified when part of something else. When part of like a whole band. Before radios, TVs, and smartphones, people never knew there were so many dumb people out there. They just thought it was that one guy in town. If you were invisible, you could have a perfectly normal relationship with a blind person. Oh shit. Single player games that don't require internet are going to be extremely valuable during the apocalypse. And I wonder if things like Stardew Valley and Animal Crossing and stuff would be like extra valuable, because it lets you have like a nostalgic glimpse at what the world used to be, especially if we like stay really post-apocalyptic, but the video game survived and we're like in this post-apocalyptic wasteland for a really long time. And then like people have kids and stuff, and those kids are playing those games, and the parents can be like, this is what the world used to be, darling, you know, even though it totally isn't. Like, it's not a realistic depiction of the actual world. It's a much more bright and nostalgic one, but I feel like that's what people would use to reference the world, because they would think of it as so much better, because relatively speaking it would be so much better. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna end it here. It says, your thoughts could be in such a personalized coded shorthand that even if someone could read your mind, they wouldn't understand what the hell you're thinking. Bro. Yeah. For real, because it's not like you always think, like I have an internal monologue and I know some people don't, which also fascinates me, but because you don't think in perfect sentences all the time, you also have like images and emotions and blah blah blah, blah, you know? So like what would that look like to people? Like if a person could read a mind, could they read more than just the inner monologue? Could they also read like, could they see the images in their own heads? I wonder, I wonder, I wonder, I wonder. Okay, that is everything. That is everything. Let me know if you liked this kind of video, because I would love to just browse Reddit with you and things like that. Things like that. Things like that. And if you do like it and you have any feedback on how we could make this more fun, or what subreddits you might like me to go through, let me know. 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 Alright. Oh, also, I noticed there's a lot of videos going through subreddits like Am I That Asshole and like scary stories and shit. And that's really great, but they freak me out. And I noticed that there's a shortage of people doing videos from subreddits that are, I guess, a little more lighthearted. So if you have suggestions for things like that, I would love that, because I'd like to make that so that there are more videos like that out there. And if you're listening to this and it inspires you to make something like that, please do, because that would be great to have more of that content. Because there's a lot of times I just want to relax and go to sleep, and I'll put like specific subreddits, but a lot of the time it just comes up with like the spooky ones or the ones that like can enrage you, and I'm like, I can't think about how the world is sad right now, and I can't think about how the world is scary right now. I'm just trying to go to sleep. So anyway, I personally would like more content like that, and I feel like I'm not alone in this, like no way. And then also the people who like the scary stuff might also appreciate some of the more lighthearted stuff. So like, let's bring it on, bring it on. All right, peace, love,